Hello everybody and welcome again. My name is Rick Hutzer here with Airgun Pro Shop, and I'd like to talk to you about the special we got running. Now, first of all, check the date on the video, guys. This is June 2019, so if you're watching this 2020 or something like that, realize that this sale's already passed. So right now, we've got kind of a cool deal going on here at the Pro Shop. We've got a handful of these Airspeeds left. So we've got these. And we've got some Nomad 2 compressors, we got some scopes and some pellets. We're putting all this together. But I want to talk a little bit about the Nomad 2 so you guys kind of know what you're getting. The Nomad 2 is a great little compressor that's meant for the super hobby air gunner that is just filling an air gun, maybe 2 air guns, maybe once or twice a week, 3 times a week, or like one day down at the range where you're shooting, I don't know, a bunch of stuff, you're just topping off your gun in between, shooting sessions. That's what this is for. It is not meant for filling bottles. If you've got a pony bottle or you've got a big bottle and you're getting this to fill those, it will not work. Do not do it. It'll burn this up. Okay, so first things first, this is designed to direct fill your air gun. It's got auto shut off, which is very, very cool. It allows you to just dial in. So this gun is 250 bar. I've got this set to 250. It runs. When it's done, boom, there you go. And the compressor shuts off and your gun's filled. So let's talk about how to make this thing work for you. On the side, you've got an oil port. Now the manual says, and it's written right here, 2 to 3 drops every 5 fills. Now that's what the manual says. That's where you start. Personally, I've found I need to use a little more oil. And I think that's because it's just so doggone dry here in Texas. I mean, we are 15% humidity is really, really low. So you want pure silicone oil. This is the only stuff you're going to use here. Now you can put your 2 drops in. I use a couple more because I need to. All right. So now that's got silicone in the compressor to make sure everything stays lubricated and works properly. Now, what's different about this than some of the other units you'll see on the market is that this has everything integrated and it has a really nice case. Everything stays together, shoulder strap. It works really, really well, and you don't have all these extra appendages. I like that. It has the converter built in, so when you plug in the power, you're going to hear that fan start running. When you start the power, then you hear the main cooling fan start running. You don't really start the compressor until you hit the on-off button, and that's when everything starts to work. You have a bleed valve here. You have a hose that comes with an extra filter. This is important. It helps keep extra crap and garbage from getting in your gun and stops additional moisture coming out the high pressure side. So that goes right here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and it will run on 12 volts. It has the cables for that, and it runs on 110. Now, I'm at my range here, and if I had enough long, heavy-duty cable, I'd go right to my batteries. I don't have power here. I run solar. So it's solar panels and batteries and an inverter. So I'm actually plugging this into my inverter, and it works great. So what that means is it's not drawing a lot of current. All right. Now, immediately this thing turns on, and you hear a fan running. Again, that's the converter here. That's going to take the 110, convert it to 12 volt, and let the system work. The other thing you've got on here is you have a load meter right here. This needs to stay below 30. If you see this getting up near 30, it's time to give the compressor a break. Frankly, you shouldn't need to do that because you're just topping off your gun. This gun's just below 200 bar, maybe like 175. We're going to bring that up to 250. Let's see how quickly it does it, okay? We take this over here. The other thing is, if you have a rifle that uses a probe, make sure your O-rings are good. If you have any leaks, it's going to make this thing fill more slowly because it does fill slowly, and any leaking means it's not getting air into your gun, and that little bit of leaking can make a difference. So make sure you have good equipment that's not leaking between the compressor and the gun. All right, so we've got that. I've got my bleed valve open. I don't want to start it making air. I want it to run a few seconds, let that oil move in there, and then let it start making air. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start this little camera here so you guys can see the progress on the screen. So that should give you a good bird's eye view of what's happening. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. You're going to hear that cooling fan kick on. Now when I hit the on off, then it's actually going to start running the compressor. Okay, now what I want to do, let it run for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to close the bleed valve. And now it's starting to make air. Okay, at this point, it's now adding air into the rifle. Up until then, it was just pressurizing the system equal to what's already in the gun. Now we're topping off the rifle. Okay, there we go. We're going to bleed it out. Okay. Let the fan run for a few seconds to just cool things off a bit. As you saw on the load meter, it really didn't get much above 20, maybe 21, 22, which is perfect. That's right where you want to be. Right at 250 bar, this gun's ready to go. All right, so now you know what you're getting with the Nomad 2 compressor. Just a great little piece of gear. If you're out there and you want to fill your gun out in the field, just take this with you. You don't even need power. You just hook it up to your car battery and you can fill your gun. This thing is exactly what the doctor ordered. Self-contained, works really, really well. I really like this unit. Now, we also sell a bunch of other HPA filling systems on the website. I try and find things that really fit a particular niche for a particular shooter. There are some people that want to fill bottles and they gotta fill bottles, and we've got stuff that'll do that. But if you're a guy who just has one gun, maybe a couple guns, very casual shooter, you just want to make your own air without having to deal with a tank or going to a dive shop or any of that other stuff, the Nomad 2 is the best option I have found in the price point that'll do that for you. Just a really, really great little compressor. So our special right now, we've got the Nomad 2 bundled with the airspeed, scope, and pellets included. That is a killer package. Check the website for our specials, www.airgunproshop.com. My name's Rick Usler. Thanks for watching.